At 2:59 a.m. today, the peace and tranquility of the early morning hours was disturbed as police received several 911 calls reporting gunshots in the area of Remlin Lane, Pembroke. Upon arrival, they came upon a male lying on the ground outside of his residence. Police commenced CPR and other life-saving measures, and he was subsequently taken to the hospital, where at 3:33 a.m. he was certified, death was certified. We can now confirm the identity of the deceased as 33-year-old Paul Johnson of Pembroke. And the Bermuda Police Service extends our sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased. An investigation has commenced into Mr. Johnson's death and is being headed up by Senior Investigating Officer, Detective Sergeant Jason Smith. He and his team are interested in speaking with anyone who has information on this murder. The circumstances are still emerging, but it appears that a lone gunman lie in wait outside Mr. Johnson's residence. And as he was about to enter, the suspect opened fire and shot the victim several times before leaving the area. It is too early in the investigation to identify whether or not this is a gang-related incident, but the Bermuda Police Service is following all lines of inquiry. Police are interested in identifying the last movements of Mr. Paul Johnson. Anyone who has knowledge of his movements between 9 p.m. Sunday, December 9th, and 3 a.m. Monday, December 10th, is asked to contact police. Anyone with any information, no matter how insignificant it may seem to you, is asked to contact Detective Sergeant Jason Smith at 717-0864 or on email at jsmith2@bps.bm, or they can call the Confidential Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-8477. Let's bring justice to the family of Paul Johnston and work together to find the persons responsible for this crime. As a result of our dedicated officers' swift and detailed response to this incident, I can confirm that a 21-year-old Pembroke man has been arrested in connection with the murder of Paul Johnson.
Thank you, sir. At this time, we're going to ask any members of the media who have any questions to please say the name of the media represent, and you can put it to the Chief Inspector.
Chief Inspector, TNN News, Travel Lindsay. Sir, did you have any intelligence of a possible this type of activity happening at all?
Trevor, as always, if we do receive any information about incidents such as this, we put whatever resources are necessary in place to stop or prevent.
Gary Marino, Gazette. Do you think this is in retaliation for the incident that happened, I think, 2 weeks ago in the Happy Valley area?
Gary, it's too early in the investigation, but that's something that we're not going to, we're going to look at it as a line of inquiry, but it's too early in the investigation to say if it's a retaliation or connected to the last shooting.
Johnson was not, it's too early to say whether it was gang related or not. Could you confirm or deny that Mr. Johnson was released from prison sometime in the summer, I think, having served a prison term for housebreaking, and was also wearing an electronic monitoring device?
Gary, I think this is an incident that's happened not even 24 hours ago. And I think we need to have respect for the family, and we've got to remember that this is a young man who lost his life to a senseless killing. So I think it would be inappropriate for me to comment on that at this present time.
Do you know whether he was known to police?
Gary, again, I don't want to take the focus of what we're here for today. We're here today to try to find answers to a young man who lost his life, and a family is now without, without a son. So I just think it's inappropriate right now to answer this type of questions.
We understand he left an establishment here on Church Street, and there's a CC camera on the post office building, and plus CC cameras in the Middletown area, in the Remlin Lane area. Has police retrieved any of this footage?
Yes, as always, whenever we do have incidents that we investigate, any incident, we do look at every possible line of inquiry, and CCTV is one of them. And I'm glad you did mention that, because we are very interested in speaking to the driver of a gray car that we have information to believe that the victim was traveling in last night at the establishment on Church Street. So we are appealing at this time to the persons who could have been with the victim last night, particularly in a gray car, to come forward to police.
Is the police community initiative working? Because there had been a lull in this type situation, then it seems to have flared back up. I think we've had, what, 2 murders now, a couple shooting incidents, one at a family home where there were elderly people present. Is this community outreach program that the police has proving effective at all?
Yes, Gary. I mean, we can't hide the fact that gang tensions are presently high, but it's a lot of work that we do in the background that the public may not be aware of, where we act on information and intelligence received, and we have put in place plans and operations which have prevented more shootings happening.
We're not disputing that the fact that you might be working hard in the background, but is this initiative working? Because we're seeing more flare-ups of this type of activity in recent times. Yes,
I believe it is working, but at the end of the day, also it's twofold. We need the help of the community. We do our part based on the information we have and put plans in place, but also we have to rely on the community, members of the public, to come forward to give us any information, no matter how insignificant it may be, to come forward and speak to us.
Would you say the public is being cooperative?
Yes, to a certain extent, but we still believe there are people out there who are reluctant to come forward, and we're really appealing to those ones who haven't not yet come forward to come forward to us.
Can you confirm or deny the individual that was arrested, the 21-year-old, did he have an ankle bracelet? And he's the same individual that was arrested 2 weeks ago on the other firearm incident.
Trevor, again, I think it would be inappropriate to comment on that. So we're looking at all lines of inquiry, and it's just too inappropriate for me to comment on that.
Any other questions?
There are reports that Mr. Johnson was there 7 times. Are you able to confirm this?
Stamp, I don't want to allude to any evidence in relation to the incident. I can confirm that he was shot several times.
Okay. Next question: is this community one of concern for the police?
Ramblin' Lane is a known hotspot among many in the Santa area. It's not, it's no secret that it is a gang-known area. So as any other hotspot, we treat it with, any matters that come to our attention that we need to suppress gang activity, and we put plans in place.
There was an exercise in Fenton's Lane this afternoon. Was that directly related to last night's shooting? And was the person who was taken into custody, were they arrested during this exercise?
So the incident happened last night in close proximity to Fenton's Lane, so we would encompass that into the whole house-to-house inquiries, trying to identify witnesses or any other evidence or lines of inquiry that can assist. So this afternoon, the police activity you saw it will be in connection with the incident.
Was the suspect arrested during that exercise?
No. This afternoon, we did inquiries in the area.
When was the suspect arrested?
The suspect was arrested minutes before noon. And it was not in the area. It was another.
Where he was arrested?
In Pembroke Parish.
Is he a known gang member?
Yes, he is a known gang member.
Members of the public, do a quick recap. A 33-year-old man, Mr. Paul Johnson, has been confirmed dead by the Bermuda Police Service. We're asking for anyone who may have any information, no matter how insignificant it may seem to you, to make contact with Jason. That's Jason Smith. That's J Smith 2, the number 2, at bps.bm. Or you can call the Confidential and Crime Stoppers hotline. That is 800-8477. Any information that you can give, we think will be of asset to the investigation. And finally, a 21-year-old man has been arrested in connection with this matter. Again, thank you very much, and we look forward to the community's help in putting the person who did this heinous crime, putting them before the courts. Thank you.